Divinitas salutaras, vertivas libertas.
Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Rome Remastered. Yes, okay. I'm on holiday as of tomorrow. I'm off to Cornwall, so you know, as you can see, I've shaved, got my hair cut and beard trimmed a bit, and looking spick and span to drive all the way to Cornwall, stopping off at Birmingham first. But anyway, the crux of the matter is, of course, I've got to get this session up today, being Friday. Well, I'm recording it today. I'm probably going to get it up tomorrow. Schedule it to go up tomorrow for you guys. So yeah, got to crack on. Lots to do. Most of the session is probably going to be taken up with a battle at Siwa, so I was trying to get that done separately midweek, didn't have the time, so this session will probably be about an hour and a half, which is why it's going to go up more than likely tomorrow. So let's get cracking, no time to dither, but just go over a couple of things very quickly. What I've done is, at the end of the last session, we had some building work going on and stuff, and some recruitment of troops that were backlogged, you know, 2 or 3 sets of peasants, etc., so kind of queued up, etc. So what I've done, there's a plan. We have a plan for Siwa, and I don't apologise, but next door neighbour is angle grinding something right next door, so there could be a bit of background noise, but I haven't got time to wait for him to finish because I've got to get this done, so there'll be a bit of background noise. I do apologise, but this is a crux of living next door to a neighbour that likes to do all this kind of crap. Anyway, basically what I've done across the land is I've tweaked the taxes again accordingly, and also anything that's been queued up, we've got rid of that, and also we've done a little bit of tweaking with some of the building work to free up some more income. We were around about 7,000 at the end of the last session, with a bit of tweaking to the building queues, cancelling non-essential buildings in the queue. We've got a pot of 11,000. So why has Hasdrubal decided that that is what he wants to do at this particular moment? Well, the reason why we've done this is because right at the start of this turn, or this is actually the end of the last turn, right now we are going to fight with Bomilkar, the drunkard, against this captain, whatever his face is called, to try and see if we can survive. That's the key. He's not going to win this battle. It's very unlikely. The quality of the enemy is very, very good, especially those Pharaoh spears. Very, very good indeed. It's tough to win this fight. But there's a plan. As much as Bomilkar should be left to his bloody fate for his incompetence, Hasdrubal does not want to give the Egyptians the satisfaction of taking down a member of the Carthaginian family. Bomilkar will meet his own fate at the hands of our judgment, not at the hands of some Egyptian captain. So we're going to get him out there alive if we can. So this is the plan. We can't bribe this army because it's too expensive. So the goal is for Bomilkar to deplete that army enough, survive the fight, get a draw by retreating back into the settlement if necessary, seeing out the time, getting a draw, depleting that army enough so that it's cheap enough to bribe. When we bribe it, the siege is lifted, Bomilkar turns and runs to Cyrene. That is the plan. Let's see if it works out, as he sallies forth to save his bacon.
Attack!
You can hear that not. I need to concentrate. This is a tough fight. I got bloody stupid damn. I don't even know what his angle grinding is. Some kind of like a vat. It's some kind of pot. What the hell? It's a good job I'm not working today. I can't have meetings going on with that in the background. What the hell? Anyway, I feel like if it carries on much longer, I'm probably going to open the window. Can you shut up? Anyway, let's move on. Right, so the plan is, as it usually is when we sally forth, is to leave ourselves out of one gate, get a positional advantage on the enemy if we can. Why is it very... this could be good, because they've got a bit of range skirmisher superiority, because they've got Pharaoh's bow and slingers, which are better than our sort of Libyan mercs. So they do have a bit of a range advantage. So this kind of sandstorm effect could reduce the effectiveness of their archers, which actually would be a good thing. I'm not certain, but I'm going to bank on it. That's been the case, and we're going to do it. Right, so we're going to get an elevation advantage to negate their bow advantage and give ours a bit more of a ranged thingy, a bit of advantage there. Get the downhill bonus. I'm thinking that here is perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip it of course, but I'm going to do it, is get my troops on the high ground behind the enemy as it currently is, and then we'll be ready to engage. Now what is the plan for engagement? Well, we can't engage head on here. They've got desert axes that are going to be tough infantry for our infantry to beat, certainly. They've got these phalanx units, which again going to be very irksome to take on at the front. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to rely on the manoeuvrability of our army. We've got the massive horse advantage. We've got Numidian mercs which can harass with Cantabrian Circle. So what we're going to try and do is use our manoeuvrability to kind of isolate a unit or two and pick them off one at a time if we can. You know, the spears here are very slow, especially if they're in phalanx formation. So we're going to use our speed, our manoeuvrability, hopefully against them, to kind of pick them off one at a time if we can, or pick off as many isolated units as we can to see how many we can take down. Hopefully make it cheap enough for the army that's left to be bribed, and we do a runner. Anyway, so without further ado, I'll skip to when we're in position and ready to strike. Okay, so what I've done is I've got my army into position, and just before we start the fight, I thought I'll just give you a very quick overview here. They've got their Pharaoh's Guard on this flank here with some axemen. Now the axemen are the most vulnerable. They're the ones that our horses, if able to flank, they're the ones that our horses can take care of. So it's rather irksome that they're protected by Pharaoh's Guards here. This side of the army actually is not too frightening. The Nile spears can be broken with a decent charge or two. Our Libyan spears can do pretty decent against those, I think. The Pharaoh's bows or the slingers, if picked off by the horses at the right moment, can be taken. And the generals or captain's unit of the Desert Axemen here, again with some good manoeuvrability, should be able to be taken care of. It's these guys that are the biggest threat. So I'm hoping, by putting my Numidian mercs on this side with Cantabrian Circle, just kind of, well, I'm going to target these guys, but hopefully we'll draw these guys in as well. We can kind of kite them away a little bit and get this army isolated, which I'm confident that these guys combined can deal a hefty blow to. So the plan is harass, isolate, getting our horses into position, ready to flank. The Pharaoh's Guard bowmen are coming. We're going to take our missile line forward to in loose formation, just to soak up some of the arrow fire, protect the infantry, and hopefully whittle down their numbers with our javelins. So let's see how this pans out. We're going to have to be very quick here. Okay, they're coming. Okay, change of plan. They're repositioning, which is fine. Kind of. It's fine. Kind of fine. Kind of fine. What I'm going to do, as we now change the plan again, this is the benefits of tactical battles, isn't it? A bit of repurposing, a bit of replanning, a bit of removability. I'm going to see if I can isolate these desert axes first then. The Pharaoh's bows are coming, which is a pain. I don't want them to come and attack us. I don't want them to attack our infantry to start with. So if our infantry just pull back to top of the hill, get these guys to pull back a little bit more also. Just a little bit more. Get them into loose formation. Get these guys into loose formation as well. I do not want my infantry anywhere near these guys. who are beginning to get isolated from their army as they continue to come forward. So the goal is to keep on getting them isolated from their main force as we continue to pull back. Continue to pull back. They are beginning. Let's engage them now. Let's engage them now. Kind of want them. Can we get them? Oh shh! Oh no 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 no! Oh god! Here we go. 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 Tabbering circle, drawing out the desert axes. Okay, we've got a bit of isolation going on here. The goal. These guys should be harassing nicely, whittling down their numbers a little bit. Just keep going. Go, 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 go! Stop firing!
Your general has sacrificed himself. But will this bring victory? Or cause your men to turn and run?
Well, there goes the plan, because Bomilkar has just got himself killed into a charge of bowmen. Would you believe it? How has that happened? How has that happened? He's got himself killed into a charge of bowmen. Oh, good gods. Anyway, we've got the infantry axemen isolated, which is one of the plans. This battle is null and void, effectively. The plan was to keep Bomilkar alive. With him now dead, it matters not what we do with this army. We could almost end the fight now, to be honest with you, because there's nothing to protect anymore. I won't. We will do our best. I can't believe Bomilkar died. I should have used the rally to get into the back of the queue. There you go. You see, look, we've got the desert speed. We've got the desert infantry, or the desert axemen now routing. I mean, if we can do this, and actually, if we can win this, even. There is something to be said that we might actually even be able to keep the city, you know. Oh, I'm absolutely... Oh, I can't believe Bomilkar's thrown his life away. The drunken moron! This is what you do. This is what happens when you ride into battle under the influence of alcohol. Take note. You should learn from Crusader Kings. Which one of our Johanssons was it? Johann the First, who rode into battle drunk and got killed with his own weapon. Oh, really terrible. Right, let's pepper the enemy now. Okay, next phase. We've got slingers left. If we can get their general and the slingers next baited out, that would be pretty decent.
Units! Units, fire at will!
Oops, they're dead.
Unit! 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 March! Unit!
Okay, I think it's the slingers' turn now to come forth. They're reloading. Let's get our
Unit!
men into proper range now.
Unit! Unit! Loose formation! Unit!
Okay, we got them breaking up a little bit. Just gonna
Unit!
see if we can goad these axemen here into doing something foolish. Maybe even get these slingers to skirmish far away from the army.
Unit! Cavalry! Unit! Unit! Charge!
All right.
Unit! Charge!
Okay, so skirmishers routing.
Unit!
Very nice indeed. Excellent.
Unit!
That's Nile Spears.
Unit! Double time!
That's also Nile Spears. Let's get our infantry back into tight formation.
Tight formation!
Bring them forward.
Unit! Unit! Run!
Oh, they're going. They're going already. They are routing already. There goes the Nile Spears. Okay. That's another good outcome. See, the Desert Axe have been taken out of the fight, and that's the enemy captain. So what we're going to do is we're going to pin them in with some Libyan mercs if we can. Just got to be very, very careful here with what's going on. Pharaoh's Guard. Pull back, second, pull back. Nile Spear. Pharaoh's Guard. Pull back. It's these guys I want. Right, I'm going to use the Libyan mercs to try to screen these guys, give us a bit more time.
Unit! Unit! Make haste!
We've got to be quick here. We are expending energy. But this is a good opportunity.
With all haste. Quickly, quickly, with all haste.
Numidian mercs, if we can
With all haste.
intercept a little bit here.
Units, make haste.
Mercenaries.
Okay, there we go. There we go. We've got them. I'm surrounded here. These guys are on skirmish, so they should keep them occupied.
Mercenaries. Move, move, move. Unit, charge.
Right, I need them pinned down. I need them pinned down just temporarily. Just temporarily pin them, whilst the rest of the army get charged into their backs. There we go.
General flees like a frightened child. Now attack and break the will of his followers. The gods smile upon you today. The enemy general has been killed and his men lose heart.
Pull back. There'll be a mercs just running around. Pharaoh's Guard. Nile Spear. Pharaoh's Guard, Nile Spear. Well, the Nile Spears are the ones that we want next. The Pharaoh's Guard we need to leave alone. If we can. Just intercept them before they meet up with their army would be good, but they're all kind of amassing back again. Let's just try something here. Just try something. Let's just stop in here. $145, 138. We have them kind of... There's 2 units of Nile Spears here and a unit of Pharaoh. Very tactical battle this. If this would be an absolutely... This would be going perfectly if Bomilkar was still alive. I mean, to be fair, it is still going rather well. But it just kind of feels like a moot point because our plan to rescue Bomilkar out of this situation has obviously failed. Which was the sole purpose of this whole escapade. Right.
Missile, attack quickly. Units. 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 Hold. Units. Units. Hold.
I'm kind of a bit scuppered here because we can't get round the back of them with our horses. Ah, got them. Oof, right.
Mercenaries.
5 minutes to go. Now spears getting separated, which is a very good thing. Alright, see if we can distract the Pharaoh's Guard with the skirmishers, whilst these guys are.
Infantry! Attack quickly! Units! Units! Charge!
Oh. Yeah, there we go. We got him.
Units!
Pull out. Now spears coming in.
Units! Charge! Units! Infantry! Wipe them out! Units! Units! Charge!
Now spears are now surrounded. Should be wavering. Okay, we got him. I think. Well, they were fighting to the death. Okay, 3 minutes to go, and there's one unit of Pharaoh's Guard left. That is essentially all they've got. I want all available units in the field ASAP. I think they're running. I think they're going. They're hightailing it. Victory! A hollow victory, nonetheless, because we lost Bomilkar. But it's his own doing.
As enemies, these men are perfect. They are running from the battle in terror.
Let's end the battle quickly.
Your soldiers have brought you a great and deserved victory. The enemy are crushed.
I mean, if you look at the General's Bodyguard unit, only 7 casualties were sustained. One of them being flipping faction leader, charging into archers of all things. He obviously was drunk, fell off his horse. Something happened to him due to his drunken stupor, I'm sure. That would have been an absolutely epic victory for Bomilkar if he'd have survived. But nonetheless, he's mended him proud. He's mended him proud, I must say. So, we're kind of left in a situation where... Heroic death. Well, the history books are glossing that up a little bit, you know. Heroic. But we have lost another family member to an enemy. On the plus side, it saves us some money, because we'd have probably had to spend most of that coin, the treasure that we've got, on bribing that army away, anticipating a potential draw. However, we didn't draw, we won, which means we don't have to bribe the army away. If this army, which inevitably will, attacks us, there's no reason for us to bribe that army away because we've got not a family member to save. So what is the overall plan for Egypt then? Well, the overall plan for Egypt is to abandon ship. The plan is to abandon Siwa, abandon Cyrene if necessary, and kind of fortify on the border here, with Theodeclus being the kind of warden of the east, making sure that the Egyptians go no further than this. But these two areas are quite isolated. We're waiting until we get a better financial position to be able to launch an offensive against the Egyptians. That being said, given the staunch defence of Siwa by this set of troops here, I kind of feel like we should really do them an honour and actually try to keep the city now, but no, we'll stick with the original plan. So the question is, would this army be able to take down Siwa if the other one didn't? I think it would. We've got less horses, we don't have a general now, our infantry is depleted, so I think when this attacks we will probably face a very similar situation. The only other saving grace would be if we take the 8,000 here, add it to that to make it to 9,000, then that would probably be enough to bribe this army away. Question is, do we want to spend that much money doing that just to keep Siwa when they're going to probably launch more and more attacks on Siwa until they take it? I think not. I think we're just going to keep these guys fighting on as staunchly as possible until the bitter end, I think, is probably the plan. But no, a very, very good effort by Bomilkar's men. They certainly did the Carthaginians proud, even if Bomilkar didn't. Right, okay, so that's the first half of this session. We've been going for 37 minutes. That will be edited down, that fight, but it won't be any less than 30, I don't think. So let's continue on. Everything else on this turn has been done. There's a load of other things to do with the agents and such. So let me just get my pen out so that I can keep track. It was just pencil instead. So some things that we can do at the moment. I've taken out Tabnit, who is going to head to Numantia, hopefully to try to get inside the city and open the gates for Theopanis and Zeuxis when they finally get there. Abdulmilki, who needs a bit more training, is going to Oscar to do that. So he's off. Carthelo, who's already in Oscar, who's got a decent bit of subterfuge now, is going to be keeping an eye on this Landstack Gaul army to see where it goes, just to make sure it doesn't do anything too frisky. I've got a feeling it's probably going to do one or two things. It's going to come down here, or it's going to link up with Numantia, one or the other. So that's those guys sorted. We need also to start recruiting. We've got some spare coin now. Seeing as we're not bribing that army, we've got 5,000 to spend, so we can actually start rebuilding stuff that we cancelled in the last, or before the session started, but we won't do that. Instead, what we'll do is we will just do that, because we did that. We're going to be recruiting that there. A spy who will be sent towards Egypt, so we're getting a spy in Thapsus. A cat is also going to go across towards Egypt's side as a matter of priority to see what the situation is. Oh, there's another rebel army here. So he's off that way. Okay, we're going to get an assassin in Thapsus as well. These guys are all happy as Larry. Where did we cancelled a building somewhere? We cancelled a building somewhere. It was Syracuse. We cancelled the blacksmith. We're going to now put that back on the menu because we've got the coin to do so. Now that we don't have to save Bomilkar's bacon because he's dead. We switched the mines out for a sewers here. We're going to put that back. And that takes us to 1,000 profit, which I think is pretty much a decent turnout. Right. Turn done. Let's end it and see what happens next. I'm going to quick save it after all that melodrama. You never know. game could crash on us. As much as it would be tempting to welcome the game to crash so we could have another bite of the cherry and say Bomilkar, it's not how I work. It's not how I work. As much as he was, of course, you know. Are you going to attack? Of course you are.
Victory!
Of course you are.
Our ships are under attack!
Of course you are.
Is yours, great lord.
What are they flipping well doing? I do not have the foggiest clue. Right, where's this army going? Oh, hang on. Oh! Oh. Hang on. Hang on. Where are you going? Okay, so lots of little bitty things happening there. One thing that didn't happen, though, is, look at that. Look at that. Captain Tios. Word has reached him through the grapevine that the defenders of Siwa are a mighty force that don't go down without swinging a fist or two. And he's like, oh, hang on. I don't think I want a piece of that. I don't think I want a piece of it. Which is perfectly fine. We're keeping Siwa longer than anticipated. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll happily take that indeed. Right, let's have a look at the messages here. So, agent found, in goals found in Cordoba, which is probably why the public order here is so bad. It's due to the fact there's an enemy agent in here, more than anything. The plague rages on in Tingi, and Bomilkar has died. Okay, so here's some diplomatic info. Ceasefire between the Julii and the Gauls, which is a pain. Arishat is a new family member, and Carthage are the most advanced. Naturally. Right, so who's the family member? Who has been blessed within the family? As one member dies, another is born. It is the circle of life. Who is it? It's Theodeculus, the Warden of the East, Governor of Lepsis Magna. Absolutely fantastic. Well done, sir. Well done. Keep the family members coming. It is a male, right? Sounds like a male name. Oh no, it's a female. No, it's no different. It's no different. Although in these times it probably was. Right, okay, so I've got quite a few little things to tidy up, so bear with me as I try to do that. I was thinking of doing these kind of things off camera now, but because there's a lot of fannying about to do, if you pardon the phrase. Okay, so first things, we're going to leave behind the depleted barbarians, but take out all the rest of them for a second.
Move out!
We really do
Sire.
want to get 61%. That's a very low, very low public order. It's too low, really. We are going to be getting another unit of peasants here, which actually takes it to an orange face, which is absolutely perfectly reasonably fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave as quickly as possible with this army, full army, Theopanis's mighty host, the scourge of the Spanish, and he's going to go for Numancia and become the scourge of the Gauls too. So let's get him over there. He's coming down Astarica, building wise. Let's have a look. Probably another upgrade to the Temple of Melkar is in order. I would say help Republic order. Very good. So that's sorted. And then in the next turn we'll probably get the mines, the roads, which will boost the income, which will be absolutely glorious. So that's Astarica sorted. He's on the way. He's on the way as well. So we now move to Scalabus. I'm going to take the tax rate down there now, because what we're going to do, as per the Master of War's instruction, is we're going to actually disband all of these infantry units. They are war veterans who deserve to have their rest. They will be handed portions of land for their efforts. There we go. And even with the disbanding, it's a 78% public order. So what we will do to assist is we'll just get another unit of peasants just to kind of help that out a little bit. But we're saving on upkeep there. So the veterans have been retired, plots of land for their dedicated service to the family, and that will hopefully help a little bit with the situation. 78% is just about doable. So we'll keep the tax rate normal. We really do need that extra coin, given that we're beset on all sides by enemy. Cordoba is remaining as it is, but I'm still concerned that even with peasants galore, we are still struggling. He's been turfed out of the city, but it's still not enough. So we're going to just keep recruiting peasants as best we can to try and help this situation. We do want to disband the barbarians and the skirmishers, but whilst the situation here is not looking too rosy, we'll just hold off on that until we've got one more set of peasants in play. Then we'll disband these two units here as per the Master of War's instruction. Meanwhile, he's continuing on to meet up with Mutagenus, and then this army will go. However, of course, we need to recruit 2 units of peasants here before we go to garrison Carthage Nova when Mutagenus leaves. So that needs to be done pretty swiftly. 7,000 still to spend, and everything else here is pretty much hunky-dory. 50% chance, 100% chance. Trying to train him up as best we can. Where's that other one? He's just going to kind of follow here. Keep spying, keep training. Okay, Oscar's spied on. That's still under siege, under blockade. So everything in Iberia going smoothly. It's just a pity the rest of the empire is not running quite so smoothly when it comes to enemy, etc. Right, I don't think there's anything else left for us to do there, so that's fine. Right, next up, Tingi, still under plague, and tax rates up to high there. All the tax rates across the rest of the place is fine. Demidi, it's fine. Nepta, no very high tax rates. Hasdrubal has decreed, even though we are in a little bit of dire straits militarily. We'll get to the buildings of non-essential places in a second, such as Demidi. Right, Cirta. That's now ready to build something else. We'll do the building right at the very end. I'm just checking a few tax rates here. Very high tax, no, that has to be bumped down. Carthage, it's fine. Papsus, yeah, lovely. Lepsis, yeah, excellent. Lilybaeum, Syracuse, and everything there is looking pretty spiffing marvellous. Right.
Ready to sail.
Admiral Kiletesbal has lost some ships. I didn't notice, but he has lost some ships due to the constant attacks from the Gauls, and I don't really want to move him if I can help it. So what I'm actually going to do is this set of ships, which is a full stack, is going to come up and replace, and then he's going to come down, replenish, and they're going to switch positions, and he's going to end up plotting himself here. So let's just get that sorted.
Yes, mighty lord.
Just because we do not want to leave this vicinity. Do not give the Julian opportunity to get these men on ships and give us a surprise here. So switcheroo required. Karalis is building something. That's fine. So let's just get the movements of the ships and things sorted.
Aye, great lord.
They're fine now. These ships are now fine.
Ready to sail.
Shield fleet going here.
Sail.
Okay, next bit of drama then. Next bit of drama, folks.
Off the boat.
Look who's landed on Italy. Yes, it's Bizaltes, the army of the Middle
Aye,
Sea.
great lord.
So this army here was the... Oh, I'm thinking, which army was that? It's the Carthaginian
Aye, my lord.
Central Shield Fleet. It's now going to return. This army here,
Ships
or this
ready.
fleet here, can be an escape fleet if necessary. We do have instructions to recruit more fleets, but we'll get to that in a moment. So how much...
Orders.
He could actually assault Croton right now. It's not got a lot of... It's not got a lot of defense. It's not got a lot of defense at all. So
Mighty general.
let's do it.
Attack.
Are the gates open?
Begin the siege.
I failed to open the gates. But don't we have elephants? Oh, this is a stone wall, right? Ah, this is a stone wall. We don't know what the best thing might be to do here. Sap points are pretty decent. 2 ladders, 2 saps, and a ram. We're not actually anticipating
Besieging settlement, sir.
besieging the city, storming the city. I'm hoping that actually what we might be able to kind of force the Romans into is attacking us. I think what we've actually done is we've probably landed in the wrong spot. What we might have been better off doing is landing on these shores here and then taking down this army in the field separately to get rid of them and then turning our attentions to Croton. But actually it's not too bad an idea that if they do try to assist their compatriots, they might come and attack us, and then we bring both armies into play in the field of battle, which is pretty decent. If they don't, then to be fair, Croton is right for the picking, to be honest with you. Okay, so we'll work with that. We'll work with that. We'll see what happens there. Right. Okay. So let's get ourselves sorted. Next up, Carthage. One more set of skirmishers here, and then the skirmishers, the infantry, the horses are all going to go on the ships that are coming back. Admiral Admetos is coming back. They're going to get on those ships and be shipped down to Lepsis Magna, which is now going to enjoy the benefits of some military buildings to help retrain some of the troops there. And then we're building up a defensive force here. The Warden of the East needs an army to repel the Egyptians with. It's not quite as urgent as it was, because the Egyptians have been halted in their tracks, temporarily. Licking their wounds they are, so, it's not all doom and gloom. So that's that. Right, let me just get to my little piece of paper here. So, Lilybaeum then. Councillor's Chambers is almost finished. Excellent. Messana, Palace, almost sorted. Excellent. We've got the blacksmith now in Syracuse. So Syracuse, blacksmith, excellent, that's good. So that's the building work done there in Sicily.
Ships ready.
5,000 left to spend. We're not going to get every building that we possibly want. We might even not even get any further buildings and in fact focus on the fleets instead. Bizaltes has landed, has laid siege. So what's next then? Well, what's next? We've got Briarius, just trying to slay a few easy targets. 31%, 64%. That's good. Let's try that.
Death approaches.
Come on, buddy.
I kill to please you. He's dead.
Taking its time. Are you sure, sir? I'm very sure. Are you sure you want me to do that? Yes, I'm very sure. Are you doubly, triply? I'm flipping sure. Just kill him. Misses. It's useful. Right, next.
I kill to please you.
95%.
Stalks him.
Dead? Dead! And he's got a trait increase. He's now a murderer. Let's have a look at him properly, shall we?
Assassin ready.
For subterfuge. Oh, he's getting up there. Hannibal Alalia. He's getting up there. Okay. Keep training the spy as well. Keep training the spy whilst we're at it. training him.
My ears are yours.
Jubal is heading up towards Rome. Theo is stuck in Croton. He will move to Renton when Croton falls. Balhano. No, Balhano is the one that's going to... Let me get my bearings.
My ears.
Where's Balhano?
My ears.
Oh, there he is. There he is. He's going up this way.
Unseen, unheard.
There we go. So there's Balhano, just keeping an eye on the situation with the Julii. He's off up there.
My eyes are yours.
Jubal, just having a wee spy on the Romans,
Seeing but unseen.
as you do. Okay, excellent. So Balhano is in position with the Julii. Jubal is in position outside Rome. All the spies and all the agents in Italy have done their subterfuge, killed somebody, spying. All very fun. Hiram needs to go to Greece.
I serve your will. Ships ready.
What we're going to do is we're just going to recruit a very... In fact... An Adriatic sword fleet, which is 3 biremes and 2 triremes, is to be built. I wonder if we can wait for that to be built to ship him across. It's 5 turns. They're going to patrol this kind of area here, just to make sure the Julii don't come through this side to get their men anywhere near us. So he needs to get across there. At some point, this fleet will also scout out to see where the final Grutii settlement is, but we'll keep that in mind for the time being. Hiram's fine. Thapsus, Egypt, right. We've got a spy. We now need an assassin. And then together, both of those will hitch a ride across to the lands of Egypt to cause some grief, basically. So that's one more turn for that to happen. So that's everything. Right. Okay, Bizaltes, peasants in Carthago, infantry in Sicily. There's no infantry in Sicily. That's spare. So everything actually, in terms of the orders, is done apart from the fleets. So the first fleet that's going to take priority is up here. We're going to create a defensive, another shield fleet of 4 biremes. So actually, Astorica, once the peasants are recruited, will kick on with that, although we can recruit them from Scalabus and move them up, so peasants are there as well. So we'll go wait a turn, but eventually there will be a shield fleet up here just to protect against anything that the Gaul or the Spanish might be getting up to. Well, at the moment, not a right lot, to be honest with you. Okay, we're almost done this turn. We're almost done. The only thing left to do is to do the construction, I think. Yeah, I think so. So what I'll do is I shall focus on the construction to finish this turn off. Right, okay, turn income. So Cirta. Where's Cirta? Remind me. Ah, yeehaw! He wants some sanitation. So we'll start with the sewers there. He doesn't want plague hitting his lands now. He's seeing the plague take many men around him. And he doesn't want his settlement to fall in the same manner, so he's going to commission public health buildings now. Palma, nothing to build in Palma. Lepsis is fine. Dimidi, let's just take a quick look at Dimidi, shall we? Is there anything we should give them as a matter of priority? I mean, it's not a military place, it would be a market next. A bazaar, 2,400. 2,400. Pricey. 1,600. An academy. Again, we'll wait to see if there's any spare coin. If there's any spare coin, then Dimidi will get something. Until then, they can go whistle. For now. Tingi, no, nothing doing there. Nepta, nothing doing there. Cyrene, nothing doing there. Siwa, okay, so Dimidi will get something because we're building wise, we're fine. Siwa, the question is, do we put anything else into Siwa? In terms of building, it's going to fall eventually, so I'm kind of reticent to put anything else here. There's no point of spending another penny in Siwa. I'm kind of tempted to, although saying that, build a militia barrack because it gives us an opportunity to replenish and recruit infantry, which gives us a fighting chance of keeping it for long enough to cause the Egyptians some grief. If we can get a lot of infantry put into this place, it gives us a... But does it? I'll wait one more turn to see what they do. If they march, fine. If they still stay still at the end of this turn, next turn, then we'll do it. We'll give it one more turn to assess the situation. Okay, at which point, Demidi then... Let's get you a bazaar. How bizarre. Okay, which still leaves us with a nice 2,208 profit this turn, which is absolutely fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to start getting ready because I'm going out now in about half an hour. I need to get a shower and go. So what I'll do is I'll finish the second half of this video when I come back. So I'll end the turn and then I'll do a lot of the, you know, the sort of empire management. I'll do that before I start the second half of the session, so that we can jump straight into any action, which I'm imagining will probably be the capture of Croton. So without further ado, quick save just in case I've screwed something up, and if not, let's end the turn and see what happens. Oh yeah, and these guys, these merchants that we're going to go to Egypt, they're being diverted and they're going to go to sort of Greece, Turkey. There's some gold, there's some silver over there that I spotted, so We'll trade with other people that are more appreciative of Carthage's good trade policies. Oh look, the Scipii are coming down to say hello. How very kind of them. Oh, they have attacked this turn. Right, okay. They were just waiting a turn to make it, I don't know, what, build the suspense perhaps? We're under siege. Sounds like a film. It is a film, isn't it? Steven Seagal? Is it Under Siege? Something Siege, anyway. Oh, was that Julii suffering some losses there? Perhaps from the Gauls back at war with the Julii again? So they should be. Spanish. I don't know what he was doing. He was doing something. Thrace, rebels. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just quickly fly through the messages. God damn it. Okay, change of plan. Change of plan. I'm going to end the session here. Oh, we've lost 2 family members this session. But the big man, Hasdrubal, the faction leader, has died. That pains me, it really does. I mean, losing your faction leader is painful enough at the best of times, but when you've been role-playing as him, you know, it makes even more of an impact because you become even more attached because you've brought this character to life. Right, let's just quickly... I'm not going to do an RP overview, and I'll tell you why. It's simply because I was planning on ending the roleplay. I was planning on ending the roleplay at the death of Hasdrubal. So that is what's going to happen, rather unfortunately. Because what I was planning on doing with Mass Effect coming to an end, I was planning on switching Rome to becoming the next stream series, getting a few streams of this game going, so that if you were role-playing as a particular character, even though the roleplay has come to an official end, if you join the stream, you can still kind of have a little bit of influence by, you know, giving some instruction and some tips and hints and assistance in the live stream itself. So, for instance, you know, Thiaja's, Ollie, you know, Maro, Open World Addict, if you turned up to streams, just to pick 2 names out of the hat there, you know, I'd allow you to at least have a little bit of a dabble with your character during the live stream itself. So that's going to be the plan, but obviously I'll iron that out and have a think about that when I'm on holiday, but for now this seems like a very good place to end the session. So no RP overview, but what I will just quickly look at is the situation across the realm as the new faction leader. We'll get to that, the excitement. Right, so in Iberia, yes, Theopanos and Zeuxis will continue their march towards Numantia. It seems that this other army isn't going to Numantia and is in fact just dithering around here, which is fine. So that's going to be the next action where we take Numantia with these two. Green face, Jesus, that's a first. Carthago Nova, Mutagenus, the Gaul raiding party is now ready and is going to go into the lands of the Gauls, take settlements, sack them, harass the Gauls, and just basically raise coin for us. So that's what we're going to be planning to do next. So that's going to be good fun. Otherwise, the rest of this place is pretty stable, as we've already said. The plague still goes on in Tingi. My God. Everything else here is kind of stable. Lepsis Magna, Theodeclus is getting his troops together. Red face in Carthage because it's lost Hasdrubal, so they're not happy. Okay, so Siwa is under siege again. Just out of interest.
Yes, mighty lord.
This is just out of interest. Go whistle, pal.
Until next time.
Go whistle. Not happening. So yeah, that will probably fall now this time. But hey, we've given them hell. We've given them hell. Sicily is looking fine. But look, the final place to end this session seems to be right here with our faction leader, Bizaltes. Command 6, Influence 5, Management 0. Who needs to manage? Who needs to manage? He's a heartless ruler. Just do as I say. Do it now. And he's currently in the field, about to rain some terror down upon the Romans. So what do we do? I don't know what we do. Right. Anyway, let's finish with the messages. Settlement besieged. Faction leader dies. Death stalks the land. New faction leader, Theopropriedus. Matagenus gets a drunken uncle. Not a surprise there. Theagus the Wrathful gets a Kerugan again. He's giving his Kerugan to, I think it was Bizaltes. He's now got another one. Okay, the Gauls are ceasefire with the Julii again. Kind of bizarre. Anyway, right, I'm going to end the session there. So, yes, as I said, I'm toying with the idea of streaming this going forward. It will help to get a bit of extra progress as well, but kind of an online stream RP. Well, rather than RPing on the Discord, if you can attend the streams as and you had a character, you still have the ability to kind of roleplay to some extent your character live on stream in terms of giving instruction and maybe even role-playing in the chat. Who knows? But that's my kind of idea. Let me know what you think about that on the Discord or even in the comments. I think it'd be quite nice to have a little bit of a different twist as we move into a new age of the campaign with Bizaltes in charge. So anyway, I'm off for a week now, so there's no videos scheduled, so this is the last you'll see of me for a week. So whatever you choose to do in that week, enjoy yourselves. But I will be back, and we shall continue on when I get back. So yes, I hate to end on a sour note, but so be it. In fact, no, it's not a sour note. It's a celebration. Rather than mourn Hasdrubal's death, let us celebrate his life, because look at the Empire of Carthage. He ain't done a bad job, has he? Until next time, my friends, I'll see you soon.